now. On Friday, voters in Ireland will go to the polls to decide whether to overturn the country's ban on abortion. Terminations are currently only allowed if there's a substantial risk to the life of the mother.
The polls up between the yes and no campaigns have narrowed in recent days, and campaigners have been touring the country to try to win over undecided voters, as our Ireland correspondent Emma Vardy reports.
In the rural west of Ireland, anti-abortion beliefs traditionally hold sway.
The polls are very, very close. Probably need to swing 25 to 30,000 votes that Renewer wants to be the voice of the unborn baby and the mother.
Renewer, a strongly pro-life party, are one of the many groups taking their message onto the streets ahead of Friday's referendum.
It is basically a matter of human rights. We believe that equality starts in the womb and that babies need to be protected from abortion.
The start of a moral crusade.
For decades in Ireland, the Catholic Church has had a huge influence. In 1983, the country voted to give an equal right to life to a mother and the unborn. And here in Mayo, this was the county which had the highest level of support for what's known as the Eighth Amendment.
We're pretty confident that Mayo will bring in a no vote in general, but it'll be nothing like back in '83. I mean, Ireland has changed so much over the last 35 years.
Now, more than 3,000 women a year from Ireland leave the country to end a pregnancy abroad. Women like Tracy, who found out her unborn baby had a condition which meant she couldn't survive.
I basically had to Google myself, you know, how can I be induced? Why can't I be induced in Ireland? My own consultant then filled us in with the Eighth Amendment and that their hands were tied, you know, to give us help.
She booked a flight to England to visit a hospital in Liverpool. It meant paying for a procedure that would have been illegal to have at home.
We were so lonely and so isolated. When we went over to Liverpool, it was actually the first time that someone put their hand on mine and said, we'll look after you now, you're doing the right thing for you.
O'Connell Street, Dublin, 1980.
Thanks to the campaigns of the 1980s, Ireland has retained the strictest abortion laws of any Western democracy. But today, Dublin is a very different place. The referendum is also being seen as a measure of how much Ireland has changed. Attitudes here are shifting as society becomes more liberal and as the influence of the Catholic Church has diminished. The campaign has seen hard-hitting messages on both sides.
It's very emotive. People forget that not everything goes smoothly in life for everybody and people should have the choice.
I think it was very distressing, a lot of the stories.
Do you know which way you'll vote?
Probably no.
Traditional values still endure, but Ireland could be on the brink of a historic change.
Speak to Emma, who joins us from Dublin, and there are clearly very vociferous voices on both sides. How close is this likely to be?
Well, that's right. This is such a personal issue for people, and that's why the outcome of this referendum is so hard to predict. Now, the polls have indicated that the yes vote is ahead, but in recent days, a poll for the Irish Times and Ipsos appeared to show that the lead for the yes vote is diminishing as we approach polling day on Friday. Now, the Irish Prime Minister, Leo Varadkar, is backing the Yes campaign. He is backing a change in the law on abortion. But overall, political parties are split on this issue, as is much of the country. Now, you might remember it's not all that long ago that Ireland was voting on another big social issue, because back in 2015, Ireland voted to legalise same-sex marriage. And when that vote was carried, there were scenes of huge celebration here. But this abortion referendum, well, it feels very different. It is a very different type of campaign, a very different type of debate. It's worth pointing out that for people in England, Scotland and Wales, well, there abortion has been broadly legal on a wide range of grounds since the 1960s. But mindsets on this issue here in Ireland are very different, very strongly held views here. And that is why the country has held on to those strict abortion laws for so long. So if the referendum was to bring about a change, this would be a huge moment for Ireland. But campaigners on both sides of this closely fought referendum certainly do not believe that the result is a foregone conclusion.
Emma, thank you very much indeed. Thank you.